welcome back to ArcNeo Reviews, where, holy crap, I'm looking at something kind of recent. So, today we're going to take a look at the Earthrise Smokescreen Deluxe Class figure thing. I know, I'm all over the place. But, yeah, this guy, obviously, there's 4 repaints of him going out. This is the only one I'm going to get this time around. I know, with the Siege mold, I did have all 4. This time, it was whatever the first one I got was, and this is the first one I got. Which, I'm okay with, because this mold, it has some problems compared to the Siege one. Now, because there is such a direct comparison to be made here, once I go ahead and pop his weapons off here, I will actually compare with the Siege mold. So, Siege Smokescreen, little bit bigger, just a tiny bit, little extra paint as well. Yeah, there's some issues on this one. As you can see, this top part of the windshield is not sitting flush. It has never sat flush no matter what I have done. Same with this little part here at the back. I can't get that to sit flush. You know, I'm probably doing something just slightly wrong. That's all it takes. But, you know, it is still a little annoying that it's that finicky to transform. As well as, yeah, this mold has been having a lot of issues with the windshield just snapping off. We'll get to that in a second. That, to be fair, and yeah, I know, probably to be a jerk in a lot of people's minds, I'm going to chalk a lot of that up to being rough on the figure, because there's actually never a point where you need to use the hinge that the windshield is on. So, if you're grabbing that and trying to bend it around, I'm not surprised it broke. Because it's really just attached there. It's not so much meant to actually be moved around. But that all aside, underside, very clean, as long as you keep the head turned around. He does do the full weapon storage in this mode, just like the Siege version did. Go ahead, get his little blasters here. New thing with these little tiny blasters is they now have peg holes on the side. So if you don't want them here, you can put them on the sides of the normal gun and just make that a giant blaster, which is nice. Go ahead and pop these off. Bring this in really quick. Nice little mold. Tiny bit of flashing on mine, but nothing too bad. I just haven't bothered to get it off yet. But yeah, decent little plain blue gun. Blast effects compatible. Same with the 2 little ones. Again, it's still doing blast effects all over the place. So, transformation on this guy, really, really simple. Let's go ahead, open up the doors, which are pegged on to the sides of the arm. Rotate the arms up. Bring them out. Take this little center section of the hood and push it down, and that will fold up all the way like that. Then bring down the bottom half of the back of the car. Then that will let you very carefully, because we're around the that windshield joint, accordion this all out. Rotate it around. Go ahead and get the head facing the right direction. Bring this double hinge assembly down. Make sure you keep the arms up a little bit like that as you do this part. And eventually here, things will line up to where... Hey, stay up. Eventually that'll all go down like that. And then there are little tabs on the sides of the chest here that go into these slots on the underside of the shoulder. So go ahead, fuss with it, get that all lined up. I know my lighting makes some very dramatic shadows, so it's not always possible to see things the best. It helps keep things in focus compared to what I used to do all the time. So until I can afford better lighting, we're stuck with this. So then go ahead and pull the legs apart. Worth mentioning, make sure that you pull them straight apart. I have seen a lot of people stressing or even snapping this little tab. Because, normally when you take legs apart like this, you do it, you kind of rotate them away. Here it does matter that you just pull straight apart. But go ahead, fold this little filler panel down, fold down the heel spur. And there you have Smokescreen in robot mode. And I'm willing to put up with my little issues in the vehicle mode for this robot mode. This robot mode this is swish. I love the way this looks. Really, really nice head sculpt. Nice metallic paint for the eyes. He's got that, super crazy chin that he always had. I love that. You can angle the door wings however you want, which is nice. Overall, yeah, it's a really, really good figure. I just wish... I wish this piece was a little more reliable so that it wasn't such a snapping hazard, because I am very nervous anytime I mess with this figure because of that. Posability-wise, head, ball joint, you get some up, down. Not much tilt, but it can rotate. Shoulders can go way out if you unpeg them, but they move out. They rotate all the way around. It's all kind of standard stuff. 90-degree bend at the elbow. A little bit past, actually. Bicep swivel. Wrist rotation. Waist swivel. Kick forward. Not much kick back, actually. Kick out. Thigh swivel. Really, really deep knee bend. Because of how he transforms, you actually get forward and back on the foot as well as the ankle tilt. So, overall, posability on this guy is fantastic. These shoulders are going to keep unpegging. Just be aware of that. They will not stay pegged in. Go ahead and give him his classic shoulder launchers here. Give him his blaster. Obviously, you've got arm pegs if you want to put stuff there. Shoulder pegs. There's, pegs in his heels. They still do the whole, break cog into a million pieces and armor them up kind of thing that we had with Siege. So, yeah, there's a lot of good with this figure. I'm going to chalk up even, the car problems to me doing something wrong. Really, it's just a matter of, I wish the shoulders would stay pegged in better, and I wish I didn't have to be stressed out about this part. Yes, like I've said, I think a lot of it is user error, because this piece does just kind of go where it needs to on its own. But at the same time, like right now, part of me feels like pulling it out to be just flat, like out, instead of, kind of dipping in. And I have to remind myself, no, you'll break it if you do that. So, if it's supposed to not really move separate from that white piece that's, under it / between it, I don't know why they didn't just make it like, a complete solid piece. Like, actually glue them together or, bond them elsewhere kind of thing. So, that's a little weird, but, be careful with it. You're not going to have an issue, hopefully. Overall, it still looks incredible. And really quick here, for comparison's sake, here he is alongside the Siege release. So, again, quite a bit of differences. They both still do a good job of keeping, the spirit of the character, though, which, I appreciate. again, I'm not a super diehard G1 guy, but I can, I'm enough of an artist that I still understand and appreciate when, you manage to keep a character's look consistent. Something I was never good at doing when I was still doing art. So, I mean, overall, yes, this is a perfectly fine figure. Just be aware of the back panel, be careful with it, and you're going to be fine. So, yeah, it's a cool figure. Get it, get some version of it. I'm partial to this design, yes. So, I am glad that this ended up being the one that I found first or whatever. But, yeah, overall, give it a check. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.